Robo-advisors have grown in popularity because they offer easier investing with lower fees. But you'll see why it's necessary to look beyond the convenience and discover a completely different picture. In this video, I'm going to talk about, you guessed it, robo-advisors. What are they, how do they work, and most importantly, are they a good fit for you? Together, we'll be looking into the pros and cons of robo-advisors such as Wealthfront, Betterment, Schwab, and many others. By the end of this video, you'll have a good understanding of what they are and whether or not they're right for you. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Neera and I'm a financial analyst. I talk about personal finance and investments and teach you how to make money and grow it exponentially. If you're interested in this topic, consider subscribing, as this will help the channel grow and impact more people. With a few robo-advisors charged for misleading its clients, are robo-advisors the right way for you to invest in 2023? More of all these in the video, and in case you're still wondering what robo-advisor is, let's get into it right away. Since 2008, when robo-advisors were first launched, they have taken the investment market by storm. Assets under management in these robo-advisors have grown over the years to about $1.16 trillion in 2022, and is projected to reach about $2.19 trillion, almost doubling in just 5 years. Unlike human financial advisors, robo-advisors use complex algorithms to manage trillions of dollars on behalf of everyday investors like you. The key features of robo-advisors are they're automated, they have little human supervision, thus the low fees, and they follow index strategies that is advised for new investors. Question is, would you trust a robot to manage your money?
I don't know. You should know, right?
While they sound like a good option, these same features have been the reasons why a lot of people hate them, especially because of what's in the news recently that makes people wonder if those algorithms are really programmed to benefit you or the company itself. After signing up, you generally fill out a questionnaire that asks you about your personal and financial information, which is what a human financial advisor would do as well. Then, based on your responses, a robo-advisor will then use advanced computer algorithms to analyze your risk tolerance as an investor, your financial goals, and your investment preferences, and then create a customized investment portfolio based on the information you've provided. There are lots of robo-advisors to choose from, such as the likes of Wealthfront, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, Betterment, Money Farm, and lots more. They do offer some interesting benefits. The very first benefit that comes to mind is the low cost. Since they save on fixed costs such as salaries of financial advisors or maintenance of physical offices, they're often less expensive than traditional financial advisor. In fact, most of them charge as little as 10 to 25 basis points of investments annually. Some don't even charge fees at all. Compare that to the brick-and-mortar financial advisors who typically charge somewhere between 1 to 2% of the assets they manage. In addition, they require you to have a minimum of $100,000 in your account. At robo-advisors just makes a perfect sense. There's also generally no required minimum amount to open an account. It can't get better than that, you might say, right? This is why they're most suitable for investors with smaller portfolios or those who are looking to save on costs. If this is you and you have always wanted to outsource your portfolio management, but the high costs have been a big barrier, you'll want to look into a robo-advisor. Another advantage is its convenience and ease of use. Robo-advisors are available 24/7 and can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection. You can track your portfolio and make changes as needed. If you're a busy person and don't always have the time to go and set up an appointment and travel to meet a financial advisor, robo-advisors has eliminated all that. They have simple, user-friendly interfaces that make it easy for you to sign up, set investment goals, and monitor your portfolio without requiring a lot of time or effort. Many of them also offer features such as automatic portfolio rebalancing and tax loss harvesting. Lastly, for the pros, let's look into diversification. Robo-advisors use algorithms to create diversified portfolios that are tailored to an investor's risk tolerance and investment goals. This can help reduce risk and improve long-term returns. However, there's a limit to the level of complexities of their investment portfolio. And be careful, as SEC has charged some robo-advisors, parent companies like Charles Schwab and Wealthfront, of actually misleading clients about their investment and charges. advantages. But I will get into that in just a second. Keep watching. If those advantages sound very interesting, enticing, and effortless to you, at this point you might be wondering, what are the drawbacks? Before you start signing up to Robo-Advisor, let's now look into the disadvantages. In general, Robo-Advisors have faced a number of challenges over the years. It is important for you as an investor to carefully consider the risks and limitations of Robo-Advisors before deciding whether to use one of them. These are just some of the disadvantages. Number 1, limited personalization. While robo-advisors can create customized portfolios based on investors' risk tolerance and goals, they may not be able to provide the same level of personalization as a human financial advisor does. And since they use predetermined algorithms to create and manage portfolios, it may not take into account an individual investor's specific financial goals. So if you need complex and very specific financial needs, like an unusual tax situation or estate planning, you will find out that robo-advisors may not be the right fit. And in terms of that human interactions, obviously that's not available. As you know, some people may just prefer to work with a human who can provide personalized advice and guidance. What's your own view and experience on this? Does this limited personalization issue bother you or not? I'd like to know. By the way, if you're still watching, don't forget to subscribe. Another drawback is dependence on technology. They rely on computer algorithms and programming to make investment decisions. This may be vulnerable to technological failures or errors. Like any automated system, robo-advisors are subject to errors and glitches. This could potentially lead to issues with portfolio management, losing access to account, or the ability to make trades, or even carry an investment loss. Next is potential conflicts of interest. Some robo-advisors may receive compensation from the investment products they recommend, which could create a potential conflict of interest. It's important for you to carefully review the fees and compensation structure of any robo-advisor you're considering using. SoFi Wealth, for instance, is one of the culprits. A few years ago, they were charged with investing clients' funds into SoFi-sponsored ETFs to the detriment of clients' overall return. Therefore, while robo-advisors sound perfect option for small investors on paper, recent reports in the news are showing us a very different side of these robo-advisors, since SoFi case is not the only one. The scariest part is even the fact that these companies are not denying any charges against them. Charles Schwab, for instance, was recently charged for failing to disclose to its clients the hidden costs of its Schwab Intelligent portfolios. Moreover, it was investing clients' money in a way that often lowered the returns intentionally based on their own internal analysis. What this basically means is that Charles Schwab actually made money from the cash allocations in the robo-advisor portfolios by taking the cash to its affiliate bank, loaning it out, and then keeping the difference between the interest it earned on the loans and what it paid in interest to the robo-advisor clients. So you have to be very careful when most financial service providers say they don't charge a hidden fee. Another example is the misleading advertising from another popular robo-advisor called Wealthfront. The SEC discovered, among other things, that Wealthfront was falsely advertising its tax loss harvesting program. Wealthfront stated that it monitored all client accounts to avoid any transactions that might trigger a wash sale, but SEC found that that was not the case. Also, in 2018, another big name, Betterment, was fined by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, also known as FINRA, for a variety of alleged violations that took place between 2012 and 2015, which includes window dressing, non-compliance with the customer protection rules, such as failure to segregate client-owned securities in a good controlled allocation, and improper book and record keeping. There are many more situations like this in the news, and overall, whether or not a robo-advisor is good for you will depend on your individual financial situation, needs, and goals. It's important to carefully consider your options and do your research before making a decision about which type of financial advisor is best for you. We all know that the convenience provided by robo-advisors is a good reason why most people prefer them. As this technology continues to improve, more people will be drawn to them. It seems just as social media has changed our world, robo-advisors may also totally change the way we invest eventually. Nevertheless, to use robo-advisors or not is a personal preference. As for me, I prefer to take control of my finances, and I'm willing to do the hard work instead of just trusting an algorithm that I know nothing about. I would love to know what you would prefer, and if you're using one, what is your experience with Roboadvisors? Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, leave us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on notifications to never miss out. Check out my other videos on the channel for other money-making ideas you don't want to miss out on. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Whether or not they're a good minimum of $100,000 basis points.